Last meeting, we discussed the different parts of a hyperbola in terms of its graph. So today, di-discuss naman natin yung how to compute or how to find the coordinates of the center, the vertices, the foci, how to compute the length of the latus rectum, the length of the conjugate axis and its coordinates of the endpoints, and then how to find the equation of the asymptotes and how to compute the eccentricity. So we were talking about hyperbola. Start with horizontal transverse axis. So last meeting diniscuss naman kung ano yung pinagkaiba ng horizontal transverse axis and vertical transverse axis. So ngayon, since we are only talking about horizontal transverse axis, ito yung gagamitin natin. So nakasulat naman yun sa board. Pero kung gagawin natin siyang vertical transverse axis, may pagkakaiba sa pagkuha ng mga yan. So for the center, sa horizontal transverse axis, that is the H and the K. And then for the standard form pala muna, for horizontal transverse axis, we will use quantity x minus h square all over a square minus y minus k square all over b square equals 1. So this will be this is the standard form of horizontal transverse axis ng hyperbola. Yun, baligtad pala. Hyperbola with horizontal transverse axis. So dito makikita natin yung value ni A, value ni B, pero wala si C. So for the C, so we will use square root of A square plus B square para makita natin yung value ng C. Kasi gagamitin natin mamaya si C dito sa ibang parts niya. So for the center, that is HK. So makikita nyo naman sa standard form yung H and K. For vertices, that is H plus A, H plus minus A. So we have H and then A and then K. And then for the foci, H plus minus C. So yon. Kaya kailangan natin si C para malaman natin yung vertices, yung coordinates ng foci. And then for the length of the latus rectum, we will use 2b square over A. And then for the length of the conjugate axis, that is 2b. And then for the equation of the asymptotes, that is y is equal to plus minus b over A raised to x. And for eccentricity, that is E is equal to c over A. So gagamitin din natin si C dito kay eccentricity. So we will start with transforming an equation to standard form. So ibig sabihin, kailangan mapunta siya sa ganitong form. For the first example, we have so given this equation, kailangan natin siyang i-transform sa ganitong format. So 9x squared equal minus 4y squared minus 36 equals 0. So una nating papansinin, yung standard form na naka-equate sa 1. Pero ito, naka-equate siya sa 0. So una nating gagawin is ita-transpose si negative 36 or minus 36 sa kabilang side ng equal sign using APE. Addition property of equality. So magiging 9x squared minus 4y squared equals positive 36 na ngayon siya. And then para maging 1 siya, kailangan nating i-divide kasi ano may ginagawa, halimbawa 2. So para maging 1 siya, i-divide natin by itself, which is 2, kaya maging 1. Halimbawa, the given number is 5. Para maging 1 siya, i-divide natin by itself or 5. So para maging 1. Kaya si 36, naka-equate tayo ngayon kay 36. Para maging 1 siya, i-equate or i-divide natin siya by itself, which is 36. Yun nga lang, since equation to, so to make the equation balance, lahat ng terms dito sa kabilang side or sa left hand side, kailangan din nating i-divide by 36. So kung mapapansin nyo, parang ganito na yung form niya. Pero kailangan pa nating i-simplify. So for 9x squared over 36, if we simplify, that is x squared over 4. And then minus yung 4y squared naman over 36. Ay, 4y squared. Tama. So that is y squared over 9. And then 36 over 36 is equal to 1. So kung mapapansin nyo, nasa ganitong form na siya. Question, bakit x square lang to instead of x minus h square? Or y square lang, bakit hindi y minus k square? So pwede natin kasi itong i-expand as x minus 0 square. So ganun din ang kakalabasan yan. At yung y minus k, bakit nasa loob to? Yung y minus k, pwede natin sabihin na ito, yung y minus 0 square. So it means the value of h is 0 and the value of k is also 0. So since 0 siya, hindi na natin inilagay. So this is already the standard form. So what is the value of a? So let's start with the value of a. So 4 ang nasa ibaba natin. Since square to, ito hindi naka-square. So that is square root of 4. So a is equal to 2. And then b is square root of 9. So that is equal to 3. For c, pinakita ko kanina, that is square root of a square plus b square. So that is square root of, hindi ko na isusulit yung formula. So a natin is 2, b natin is 3, at c natin ay, c is equal to square root of a square plus b square. So that is square root of a natin is 2 square, b natin is 3 square. Square root of 4 plus 9, square root of 13. So c is equal to square root of 13. So for the center, that is hk. Ang h natin kanina, sabi ko nga is 0. At ang k natin is 0. So ibig sabihin, sige, mamaya natin i-graph pag kailangan na. So center natin is, for the center, that is h and k. Hindi ito yung c natin dito iba yon. So ang center natin is hk. Ang h natin is 0, ang k natin is 0. Next, vertices. V na lang, wala naman siyang kaparehas na. For the vertices, that is h plus minus a and k. So, ano ba yung h natin? So, kanina, sabi natin h is 0. Plus minus, ang a natin is 2. Ang k natin is 0. So, paghihiwalayin lang natin, 0 plus 2 is 2. And then, the other one is 0. Yung isa naman ay negative 2 and 0. So, ito ngayon yung vertices natin. So, vertices is 2, 0, and negative 2, 0. Next, foci. F na lang. So, for foci, gagamitin natin ay H plus minus C and then another K. So, ang H natin is 0 plus minus, ang C natin ay square root of 13. Ang K natin is 0. So, pag pinaghiwalay natin to, itong plus minus, magiging positive square root of 13, 0. And then yung isa naman ay negative square root of 13, 0. So, ang foci niya ay square root of 13, 0. And negative square root of 13, 0. Next, latus rectum. Length of the latus rectum. So that is 2b square over a. 2. Ang b natin ay 3 square. Ang a natin is 2. So that is 3 multiplied by 3, 9. Cancel na lang pala natin to. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. So, ang latus rectum natin is 9. Ibig sabihin, yung length ng latus rectum natin ay 9. And then for the conjugate axis, para makuha natin yan, ang gagamitin lang natin, length of the conjugate axis is 2b. So that is 2. Ano ba yung b natin? 3. So 6. So conjugate axis, ang length niya ay 6. Napakadali lang. Mukhang mahirap lang yung mga terms, pero napakadali lang niyang kunin. Next, equation of the asymptote. So that is y equals, so y equals positive minus plus minus b over ax. So y equals plus minus, ang b natin is 3, ang a natin is 2x. So sabihin, that is y plus minus 3 halves x. So that is the, walang equal pala, y equals plus minus square root 3 over 2x. And then eccentricity, yun na lang. So that is, so nakuha na natin yung square root of a square plus b square. So ayun kasi numerator, and that is c. And then for the denominator, that is a. So it means eccentricity is square root of 13 over, ang a natin ay 2. So ayan, A, B, C, center, vertices, foci, latus rectum, conjugate axis, asymptote, and eccentricity. So pag iginirap natin to, mag-start tayo sa center. So ito yung graph, y-axis and x-axis. Ang center niya ay 0. Ang vertices niya ay 2, 0, 1, 2, negative 1, negative 2. So, ito yung vertices. Gawa tayo ng yan. Pero, nakadepende pa to sa latus rectum. Ang foci natin ay square root of 13, 0, isang positive at isang negative. Ang square root of 13, estimated siya is 3.61. So, 1, 2. Pagpalagay natin na ito yung 3, 3.5. So, ito yung foci. Dito naman, ito isa negative, ito isa positive. 1, 2, 3, 3.5. Ito. So, focus ay ito. Focus 1, focus 2. Foci. Focus, foci. For the latus rectum, ang length niya ay 9. So, sabihin, ito ay 4.5 and another 4.5. 4.5 and another 4.5. Basta ang length nito ng latus rectum ay 9. Conjugate axis, so 6. Pero ang center ay nasa 0. So, kung perpendicular siya dito sa transverse axis, horizontal transverse axis, center niya ay 0. So, magmumove tayo ng 1, 2, 3. At negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Pag pinagsama nyo yan, ang total length niya ay 6. So, ito yung endpoints ng conjugate axis. 3, negative 3. Sabihin, for the coordinates of the conjugate axis, that is 0, 3 and 0, negative 3. So, that is for the conjugate axis. So, meron tayong conjugate axis, endpoints of the conjugate axis, vertices. So, gawa tayo ng square using endpoints of the conjugate axis and the vertices. So, yung edge niya or yung corner, diagonally, gawa tayo ng line. And then, another one dito sa kabilang side. So, yung diagonal, that is the asymptote. Ang equation niya ay ito. Y is equal to, since nasa positive side tayo, 3 halves x. Ito naman is y equals negative 3 halves x. So, these are the parts and the graph of a hyperbola with horizontal transverse axis.